Hello, everyone. It's great to welcome Jerry Martin-Flickinger, EVP and CTO of Starbucks. It's great to bring you back for a little bit of a longer session so we can dig a little bit more into what you're doing and what Starbucks is doing to lead your organization through all the change that we're seeing in the world. But maybe before we go there, since some of the people might have missed our earlier introduction, I would love for you to just give a little background on yourself and how you came to Starbucks and your role.
Thank you, Rob. It's a pleasure to be with you again today. I was hoping you and I could share a cup of coffee at a local Starbucks as we had this conversation, but we're not going to be able to do that. So we're going to instead go to a few Starbucks virtually.
It's great.
I was lucky enough to join Starbucks in 2015 as Chief Technology Officer and EVP, leading our Starbucks technology organization. Starbucks Technology is responsible for all of the tech that lives in our stores or for our consumers or that runs our corporate functions. Over the past few years, we have been on a journey of transformation. And in this transformation, we have focused on innovations to bring industry-leading solutions to many aspects of our business. This has included mobile order and pay, voice ordering, social gifting, AI-based personalization, just to name a few. We're responsible for supporting and bringing technologies to life for our customers, for our partners, which is what we call our employees, as well as all of the corporate functions and the things that make our business run day in and day out. And so that's what we do.
That's great. And we all remember not too long ago the time when we used to travel, actually, get on airplanes, go to different cities. And one of the great things was always being able to find this Starbucks when you arrived at a new destination. It's just a feeling of familiarity and warmth and hospitality. I know I always look forward. I was actually in New York and found the Starbucks, and for the entire week I was there, made multiple visits. And by the way, they did an amazing job of making me feel comfortable. And I think it's such an iconic brand. A lot of people don't really understand the history, and I know you have a great history in the company, and would love for you to just share a little bit about Starbucks.
Rob, I would love to share with you a little bit about the history of Starbucks. And here we are, 1971, the very first Starbucks opened in Seattle. And today we have 32,000 stores worldwide. I mean, it's just amazing to think about that kind of growth and that kind of scale. We run in 82 markets around the world. And we have over 400,000 partners that work with us every single day to bring that Starbucks magic to our customers. I do think what you described about your experience in Starbucks stores, of going there just to get that moment of calm and delight and conversation and spend a little bit of time interacting with a barista or friends, is really what Starbucks is about. And when I think about the Technology Foundation, what it has allowed us to do is continue to have that customer engagement model at scale while continuing to really focus on human connection.
So it's fascinating when you talk about the 100 million customer connections. I'd love for you to just share a little bit about how you've led Starbucks through a lot of this transformation in terms of the way the world has changed and the way you've had to change the operations of your business.
Rob, I know we are all living through an unprecedented time. We were fortunate that we had some indication from China and our China business to anticipate a little bit about what might happen as the pandemic grew. At the very beginning, we unified around our mission and values, which really gave us strength to identify three principles that we have stayed true to this entire time. The first is really focusing on keeping our partners and our customers safe. The second is really in supporting our government and our health officials as they have navigated us through this process of the virus management. And the third is really helping our communities, doing everything we can to keep our communities vital and helping each other any way that we can find. So I would say that Starbucks has really continued to use those three principles in every decision we've made. And from the very beginning, we knew we would have to allow a lot of our leaders across the Starbucks business to make decisions rapidly and in real time. And we always put those decisions up against these three principles. And that really helped us. It helped us move quickly, it helped us make decisions quickly, and it helped our partners feel cared for. Now, we're all in a little bit different place today. We've kind of moved through that initial phase of crisis, and we are now in a phase that we call monitor and adapt. But even though we're in a new phase and we're continuing to work to find the right way to connect with our communities and our customers, we continue to remain true to those three principles: keeping our partners and customers safe, supporting our government and health officials, and three, really staying close to our communities to support them in any way we can.
I love the culture that refers to their employees, their baristas, as partners. I think that's just a great way to think about building community, and you do such an amazing job of that at Starbucks. There are some other partners too in your business. Obviously, your technology partners. We're proud to be among them, and I'd love to just understand a little bit about your technology strategy.
Rob, let me start by sharing our mission: to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. Even when we interact with our customers in a mobile order and pay transaction, it is so important that the connection between the barista and the customer is felt. And maybe it's just the smile when they hand you the cup, or maybe it's a special handwritten note. And so whatever it is, it's part of that nurturing of the human spirit. And tech has to fit into that without getting in the way. So as we faced the pandemic, we knew our customers and partners would need to adjust. And we realized that the sit-down cafe would not be possible. But we also knew our customers still craved a safe human connection from our familiar and trusted brand. And so as technologists, we had to sit down and think about that. And so here's some of the things we did. We went nationwide with delivery so that many of our customers who are working from home and not commuting can still have their favorite beverage in the morning. We started doing curbside at our cafes to help our customers enjoy their favorite beverage without leaving their car. And then over the next 18 months, we're going to continue to increase these convenience-led formats, which include things like increasing drive-thrus, having more curbside pickup locations, and we're also working on building more Starbucks pickup locations like the one you see behind me in Manhattan. In these stores, our customers can pick up a beverage that they've ordered on MOP, and there actually is no sit-down space in the stores. And for many customers, this really meets their need of convenience. So as you can see, technology at Starbucks is all about ensuring the human connection still occurs, but it is also part of bringing convenience to every situation.
So Jerry, it's great to hear about all the connections that you're focused on building at Starbucks, but we both know that this doesn't just happen. There's a lot of technology, strategy and insights and investment that has to happen.
Yeah, Rob, remember I mentioned earlier that we've been on a transformation journey, and that's been so important to how we've continued to evolve the customer partner connection. So let me give some examples of things we've been working on. We have really focused on scaling and resiliency, and we've done a lot of that by using various cloud-first methodologies. We've been focused on data exchanges, which are critically important for all the things we want to do with AI and ML, including real-time personalization and intelligent automation. We've been leveraging modern architectures like many of you all have been doing, microservices, event streaming, even using things like blockchain. And we've been designing continuously for thinking about the integration of physical and digital, making sure that we have customer journeys that span that entire spectrum, whether you start your order on a mobile device, but you pick up your order at a store. And of course, throughout that, we've developed some proprietary technology where it makes sense, and have really evolved our digital flywheel across channels and store footprints. So we've been working on a lot, and it's been a lot of fun.
So, wow, that is a lot of foundational work. Maybe you could share one or two examples that might resonate with a lot of other CTOs and folks who are watching this.
So, Rob, let me tell you about a few really cool examples that I'm really proud of the team for developing that have been built on top of this foundational transformation. One is something we call blockchain traceability. If you take a bag of Starbucks beans and you scan them, you will get a complete traceable heritage of those beans, starting at the farms where those cherries were grown, all the way through to where they were roasted and bagged for you to consume. So it's kind of an exciting example of how technology is actually helping us connect with farmers all the way back at origin. Another great example is where we've been able to use AI/ML in something that we call Deep Brew. And Deep Brew allows us to take data and data signals from many, many different places to build more intelligent algorithms for personalization, to help our customers see new products they might not have seen before or try something that matches their taste profile. And then last but not least, we just recently announced a big change to our loyalty program called Stars for Everyone. So now our customers can buy coffee with any tender type they like and still earn stars for future purchases. I am just incredibly proud of the amazing work that's been done by the talented technologists across Starbucks, and they are truly leading into the future while still delivering today and every day.
That's amazing. And by the way, my family is a massive breakfast blend consumer. Between my wife and teenage daughter, I'm sure we're racking up the stars these days, which is good. Would love to just understand, how you're working with us and how we can be more helpful.
Yep. Well, we couldn't do many of the things that we've talked about without world-class suppliers. And we've been a customer of Oracle since the 1990s. Oracle solutions are part of our corporate tech portfolio, including financials, supply chain, transportation. We use Exadata for some of our data properties. Most of these systems are providing data elements that are used in our enterprise data warehouse and are driving our ML algorithms. Today, if you go into a Starbucks company-owned store, you'll see Oracle Symphony point of sales. You'll also see those in many of our worldwide locations. In addition to all of that, Oracle CX services are used in our call centers, both our customer call centers, our partner contact centers, and our facility support centers for our stores. So with all these solutions, they really provide the backbone of our business and are essential to our moment-to-moment operation across Starbucks.
That's great. And of course, you know where to come if some of it isn't working on any one day.
Yeah, I know who to call. I have you on speed dial, Rob.
You've got the speed dial. So I just want to transition a little bit to you and your ability to provide some mentorship and advice for other people. You have overseen some really amazing tech transformations, and I imagine that you weren't always broadly, supported coming out of the gates in all your ideas. So, what advice do you have for other CTOs or CIOs or heads of product as they think about how to drive some of the success that you've been able to accomplish?
Yeah, thank you, Rob, for that question. Actually, I do get asked that quite a lot. People want to know, what do you have to think about to be a CIO or CTO, or frankly, just being in business? And I always start with the most important answer: you have to listen. And you have to listen to everybody. You listen to your peers, you listen to your mentors, you listen to leaders. But lately I found I also listen to my kids a lot. I learn a lot from them about what that next generation of leaders is going to be thinking and dreaming and wanting. So make sure you're always listening. The second thing that is incredibly important is always put people at the core. Even if you're a technologist, you need to start with people. You need to think about how your technology is going to help people, or maybe how technology is going to help people connect better. And I think those are two very important aspects. Now, of course, to be a leader of technology, you also have to be able to spark imagination. You have to get people excited about your vision. You have to be able to help them see the future. And then after you've got a vision, you've got to be able to develop a strategy that will get you there step by step, so that you can actually deliver the technologies you dream about. And you have to just deliver. You have to make it happen. And so I think that if you really start with people at the center, listening always, that the best technology always enhances human connection, that really is all there is to it.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, you start with people at the center. You think about technology that helps human connection, and the rest just takes care of itself.
Yeah, that's great. And I think the the ease with which you explain that and the clarity, it probably has something to do with why you've been successful in being able to do that. And I just want to say on behalf of Oracle and all our customers and everybody who's joined, I really want to say thank you, Jerry, for joining us on this discussion in these new virtual formats. This seemed to work pretty well, although I'd rather be enjoying my almond latte in one of your new stores, but we'll have to book that when the world reopens. But just again, thank you. Congrats on all the amazing success at Starbucks and the continued success that lies ahead. Thanks very much, Jerry.
Thank you, Rob, and enjoy your almond latte.
Yeah, thank you.